Here is how it worked, according to Lori Vallow. Dark spirits were people who signed contracts with Satan before they got to Earth. Light spirits were people who signed contracts with Jesus before they got to Earth. And if you believe that, I have some property for you in Florida, Central Florida, Everglades. But a lot of people believed it, a lot. Lori, hook, line, and sinker. In fact, everything she did seemed to relate to these dark spirits and light spirits. Only problem was, 4 people who were very close to her were conveniently dark spirits. 4 people who were kind of in her way from having her sexy affair with her cult leader. That would be her husband, that would be his wife, and that would be her 2 kids, and they all ended up dead. 4 other people, well, one of them was shot at, but he survived. And then 2 others, her dad and her brother, they're not even in court to support her. But basically 8 people in her orb she considered dark spirits, and they were all people getting in the way of this love affair with Chad, and then her plan to be part of the 144 that gets saved and whatever, all the rest. So it is awful when you tell all this stuff to your best friend, and then your best friend shows up in your triple murder trial, which is exactly what happened today with Melanie Gibb. And Lauren Matthias was there. She's the host of the Hidden True Crime podcast. And Gigi McKelvey was there. She's the host of the Pretty Lies and Alibis podcast. And they are both here now. Okay, ladies, this is the first time that these 2 former best friends laid eyes on each other since all of this awfulness. So take me into the awkward and, like, give me everything. What the jury was saying, what the jury was doing, what Lori was looking like, whether they were boring holes through each other. Take me there.
Yeah, they were definitely boring holes through each other. In fact, we were talking about this earlier today, and you said it looked like a high school sort of like a feud, and they came back together. Yeah. I loved how you described it.
It was just Lori standing there with her arms crossed, and she watched Melanie Gibb from the time she breached that doorway and just kind of looked her up and down as she walked and got sworn in and got up on the stand. And they would take turns looking at each other. A couple of times their eyes would meet, and then they would quickly look away. It was so awkward. It was like being back in high school again.
Yeah, and there were definitely the pouts from Lori again, too. Yeah.
Oh, the pouts. I'm glad you told me, because, you know, for a while we were hearing she was looking down a lot. She would, you know, awkwardly try to write, etc. I'm super curious about how the jury is digesting all of the things that Melanie Gibb basically just mic dropped today. It was a lot of weird stuff. The dark spirits, the light spirits, who was becoming a dark spirit. And then eventually that would morph into being a zombie and needed to die. I'm super curious about the Tammy piece, though. Because today, I think for the first time, I heard that Melanie Gibb said Lori, 2 weeks before Tammy died, suggested she was a dark spirit, which was very coincidental that 2 weeks before she died, she was becoming suspicious of the affair her husband was having with Lori. So, ladies, this could not have been lost on the jury.
No, I don't think a lot was lost on the jury because they were so intently listening. I think a lot of people from the public were looking, wondering what they were thinking, because during jury deliberation, when they were choosing, it was very clear they did not know a lot about this case. I mean, that was their biggest thing, is making sure that they did not know about this case. So I can't imagine what was going through their minds, but they were not bored. They were listening intently, and I think they couldn't believe what they were hearing.
Ashleigh, the progression of the looks on their faces, they came in fresh faced with their little notebooks and their pencils, and about 5 minutes into Melanie Gibb's testimony, it was like everything was written all over their face. There was shock. There was disgust. It was people that were just perplexed. It's not funny, but just, you can tell this jury does not know this case just by the way they looked. And then when it came out that Alex Cox shot Charles Vallow, they were, I mean, mouths kind of flew open. So it was a big day for this jury. I'm sure they're home, like, taking a relaxing bath because they got overloaded today.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.